Hello. I know you think I've been hiding. I really sometimes have things to do in my life rather than sit here and talk to you. So anyway, look what I have. Look what I have. The Bionic Man. $4,000. You guys all know I'm diabetic. At least my weenie knows. Anyway, I'm coming to you here from the Davis School District here in Utah. Now, I'll tell you more about my pump another time. Some lady came up to me and said, "What's that thing?" I go, "It's liquid Viagra. Just push the button on and watch how it works." The old lady running away from me. Anyway, I want to do, I think, an important video on why Mormons and nepotism is alive and well in Utah. I have a link here with that the Davis School District is being sued by a board member, educational board member, that says they practice discrimination. Now, the Davis School Board and District runs all the way from Farmington, Utah, down to beginning of North Salt Lake in that area. And it's up on the ridge. It's full of just nothing but rich people. No black people, no brown people, no yellow people, no red people, just white and delightsome people. Well, when you look into their school system, it's not representative of the American percentages of people who live in America. So anyway, now here's how the Mormons get away with it. And I know this. I know, I'm bearing you my damn testimony. I know how the Mormons screw you and screw you. Here's how it's done. When the Board of Education got the lawsuit, they did the Mormon, "Oh my God, we haven't done anything wrong." Right. And you got to realize that the people are so stupid, they don't think they have done anything wrong. They're just plain damn stupid. They live in a social bubble that benefits them only. And the outside bubble, which is the real world, they wouldn't know it if it ran over them in the street. Anyway, here's how you do it. If you're a Mormon school board and you love Mormons and you want only Mormons to be your teachers and your bus drivers and your school administrators, here's how you do it. You get them into the interview. Now, when you get a person in, I've interviewed a lot of people. I've hired and fired a lot of people. When you get them into the interview, there's secret signs, tokens, symbols, and words that Mormons use that the rest of you don't know about. Here's how it works. Let's say that I'm interviewing a young lady, and she's 24 years old, and she wants to be a kindergarten teacher. And I say, "Well, Mrs. Smith, I see that you're 24 years old and you want to be a kindergarten teacher. Why would you like to be that kind of a teacher?" Now, here's the secrets of Mormons. She will say to the interviewer something like this: "Well, I love small children, and I believe that every one of them needs some kind of direction and some help. And I think they're here on the earth." Oh, as soon as you hear that word, "they're here on the earth," and whatever she says after that doesn't matter. She's a Mormon. She's a Mormon. Now, the interviewers know she's a Mormon. Okay? They want her. The little black girl comes in to be the kindergarten teacher, and they say, "Well, what have you been doing most of your life?" And she goes, "Listening to bamboo jungle music." She ain't a Mormon. "We'll give you a call." We'll give you a call when you're 3,000 years old. Anyway, so there is a subtle communication between Mormons that you, if you're not LDS, don't know about. So let's say that they're interviewing a young man, and he's going to be assistant administrator somewhere, principal of the school. They'll say, "Well, Mr. Smith, you know the responsibility of being a principal of a junior high school. We take very, very seriously. what makes you think that you could handle those responsibilities? Here's the secret Mormon words and phrases. Well, when I was the assistant to the mission president, bam, that's it. He's a Mormon. He's a Mormon. Okay? So, oh, okay, you're in the running. You're that brown guy didn't know how to say that. Okay, so here are the secret, I'm just off the cuff here, the secret words and phrases that Mormons will throw out that you may not know, but the Mormons know other Mormons, and when they use these words, you discriminate. You don't discriminate on paper. Oh my God, you know, the federal education board would just, you know, give you a hard time. So here's the phrases, okay? When I was on my mission, or my father served, the word served. Women, women's main jobs is to raise children. Mormon. I think that sacrificing, Mormon. I think we have a duty, Mormon, duty. I think that when I had 14 children, Mormon, not Catholic, Mormon. Catholic, 6, 7, Mormon, 14. Well, my parents taught me, Mormon. I don't work on Sunday, Mormon. I don't smoke or drink, Mormon. I have to get off a little bit early on Friday for temple. So you hear the word temple? There it is, Mormon. I was a big wheel in the Boy Scouts of America, Mormon. In Utah, that's a Mormon. In Utah, that's a Mormon. I believe that entitlements are a bad thing. That's a Mormon Republican. That's a Mormon Republican. People should carry their own weight. Mormon Republican. I don't believe that we should be having such a strong catch net of unemployment, insurance, food stamp. Mormon. Republican Mormon. Right there. Hate the poor, but validate the rich. When I worked downtown in Salt Lake City, probably Mormon, there were many people in my office that did not know how to get along. Now you're suspicious, because here's how Mormons will say it. We counseled together. Counseled? We correlated our decisions. Mormon word. Anything that is ever said by a Mormon, and I'm going to be, now those are subtle, these are more direct, and you can't stop a person in an interview. If I'm interviewing a young man, and I say, well, what do you feel is important as far as social responsibility? Well, I pay tithing, and I think that's an important, see, he can say that. And you're trained as a Mormon to use those words. Use those words when you need them, and they're going to benefit you. Now, let me tell you how I know this shit is true. Jesus appeared to me. No, the 6 naked girls appeared to me. I saw one of them had wings, but the other 5 I couldn't tell. Anyway, I'm running for office. Not presidential office, okay? I'm running for office at my, well, I'm not going to reveal where or when. The point is this. There's some openings, and they contacted me and said, all parents, do you want to be on the school committee? And, well, yeah, I've done that in several communities, and I have some experience there. I'll do it. So the principal says to me, well, send in your information, and we'll put it out to all the parents, and then they can decide. I go, hey, that's a good idea. So I sent him a 4-page resume. Now, my resume is extensive because I'm old. God, I've worked for my whole life. And so I saw the memo come out on email to all the parents. My 4-page resume had been redacted to 2 sentences. 2 sentences. One of them is my education, and the other one are the places that I worked, which were all out of the state of Utah. Well, it made me look like I came from other areas and that I didn't have any kind of connection to Utah. He purposely left out my undergraduate degree from BYU. There's the secret signs, tokens, and symbols. BYU. You can't graduate from BYU unless you're a Mormon. So automatically everybody knew. But when he took that off, now it looks like I'm an outsider, and now it doesn't look like I could win anything, no matter what. Well, I have 14 kids. As soon as he took that out, everybody in the Mormon church that are going to vote down there don't think that, I'm a Mormon. Well, I'm not a Mormon, but in Mormonville, you have got to rock and roll with the best of them. And so when people talk to me, or I'm running for office, or it benefits me, then I will say, yeah, I worked in the temple in L.A. for over a year. Yeah, I'm married in Manti in the temple. So what I'm saying is that I protested. Now, you know the Bard, he protests everything. I protest life. I wrote the principal and I said, hey, you never told me there was a restraint or restriction on words, and I'm in there with 7 or 8 other people that are running for office. Nobody can tell my background or my history. Oh, there's the Mormon tinfoil hat. Oh, I didn't mean I didn't mean my ass. You fucking people. You do mean to get the guy that doesn't bow his head and say yes off of the committee. We don't want independent thinkers here. And so anyway, I wrote to him and I made a complaint, and I said, we need to start the election over because you never told us write your own profiles and that there were restrictions on the words. Oh! This is the Mormon assignment token and symbol of we're screwed. We didn't know, and they don't. And so anyway, he apologized, and he sent my resume in full, which is extensive, out to all the parents in the school system that are going to vote. So he corrected his incorrectness. Anyway, he corrected it, and hey, if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. Being elected in Utah to anything, if you're not current Mormon LDS, you're going to get screwed. And so anyway, the school district now is getting sued because it's been recognized, and I'm backing up the lawsuit 100%. There are no black, brown, and proportionate percentages of minorities and disability. I have never seen a teacher disabled in the Davis School District, ever. Oh, we had one back in 1913. He had one eye. He was Pirate McGee. I go, God damn. The Mormons will go back, find one aberration, and then try to extrapolate it over the conversation that they hire Scabber McGee every school year. He's been there for 3,000 years. So anyway, Mormons have secret ways and secret words and phrases that identify them. Also, if you're a Mormon and you walk into an interview, they can see your garments. They call it a happy face. And as soon as they see that, you know, you're over in this group. If you're black and you come in robes from Africa, they can't see that. You're over in this space. And anyway, that's how the Mormons discriminate. It's secret. It is secular. They want their own people. They want the money because they get tithing back to the church when somebody becomes a school teacher that's a Mormon. So anyway, I have health and enable, marrow in the bone, strength and always and the sinews, power in the priesthood be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. So if you want a job in Utah, buy some used garments and take some of these secret words and phrases and use them in the interview. It's the only way you're going to get hired. The bar's gone.